Yo, what's good, real ones? It's Levon. Welcome back. And I'm here to drop another gem on y'all today. I almost said you already know who it is. I almost took it all the way back to my old intro. But yo, yeah, how y'all doing? Everything cool? As you can see clearly, I'm outside, man. I'm downtown Toledo. I just got off work and I was just feeling inspired. You know what I'm saying? To drop a video and to just, come out here and just think. You feel me? That's really just what was on my mind. Just wanted to get out the house, you know what I'm saying? Just got off a 10-hour shift. It's early in the morning. I'm like, why not come out here and just watch the sunrise? Look at it coming up over there. Ain't that shit just beautiful? And it's not even really up yet, like showing the colors and all that, but yeah. Like, when was the last time y'all did something like this? Just got up early in the morning just to get out the house, like not through a window, just get out somewhere in nature, just watch the sunrise. When was the last time? Like, for real. I feel like back in the day, I remember being a kid and I would just lay down, look at the clouds and shit. Y'all remember them days, just watching clouds pass? And like, what happens? Is it because we just get older, you know what I'm saying, that we stop doing basic stuff like that, And even the fact that I'm saying basic, that's not something basic. Getting connected with nature, getting outside, getting actually in the world, just not being cooped up in the house all the time. That's not basic, man. That's just life for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, when was the last time you just took your shoes off, when was the last time you stepped in your grass barefoot? You know what I'm saying? It was raining like last week, and just wanted to get connected, so boom, threw on my swimming trunks. I mean, they weren't swimming trunks, but they were just shorts that didn't get soaked, for real. Water just runs off them. But anyways, got in them, and I just went outside. It was raining pretty heavy too. Barefoot, you know what I'm saying? Just stood out in the rain. I'm like, dang you. Not dang you, dang yo. I haven't done this shit in like 2 decades, man. I'm about to be 30, and I haven't done nothing like that since I was a kid. And I'm saying all this to say, right? Because I kind of just got to getting on a rant instead of even giving y'all a topic today. I say all that to say, getting connected with the world, you know what I'm saying? This planet, this giant ass rocket in space that we're somehow all connected to, you know what I'm saying? Just getting out in this natural environment is something that's so crucial that we all need. And that there's no exception. Everybody needs that in their life. Because they're supposed to be, grounded. We're supposed to be not like at work just slaving away all the time. You know what I'm saying? He's being cooped up just working. Like, that's not what we were put here on this planet for. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything. I'm just ranting, y'all, so hey, if you're with me, you're with me. Everything that we do for a living, right? Our occupations, like, most of those things are just human constructs, and yes, there are important occupations out there, don't get me wrong, but they're all constructs. Like doctors, that's not an actual thing that was needed on the planet initially, you know what I'm saying? If we was all in our perfect stature, if we were all in our prime, like we wouldn't have any sickness or anything like that to worry about, to need doctors and whatnot. So basically anything that anybody does for a living is a human construct, and the only thing that's, I say that to say none of that stuff is natural, right? To tie it into my whole nature thought, none of that stuff is actually natural. I guess you can argue that it's come about in the natural sense, just because this is the way that the world has progressed, and it just is as it is. So I guess this is all natural in a sense, but to the point that I'm making, being actually in nature, all these constructs aren't necessarily natural, what we were put here on the earth for initially. You feel me? There's so many ways that we're just connected to our environment, like how much water is on the planet, and we all just need water, coincidentally, what I'm saying, to drink and survive. That's not a coincidence, right? The fact that there's fruit, the fact that there's vegetables, things that naturally come from the earth, and we can use that to nourish our bodies, you know what I'm saying? The fact that we can eat our planet, essentially. Lights just cut off. I'm gonna show y'all the sunrise once it gets a little higher at some point. But these things that come naturally from the planet, we use to nourish our bodies, right? So yeah, so essentially we eat the planet, we eat this this floating thing in the solar system, in space, another human construct. Not space itself, but the idea of space. But anyways, yeah, so we're all connected to the planet just naturally. And so if you haven't done something like this, got up one morning just to watch the sunrise, or watch clouds, or gotten outside in a freaking storm, just experience the world as we were intended to experience it. If you haven't actually done some gardening, getting in the soil, if you haven't done anything like that, just working with your hands outside, then you're not really connected. You're not living life as I guess we were meant to. Yeah, you're just not, because all that stuff is what was naturally, like, inherently natural, like at the beginning of us being here, right? Yeah, and I would argue, but it's an assumption, that most people watching this, like, probably haven't done something like that, unless you're a gardener, you just so happen to be. But maybe some of y'all go on runs. I'm assuming if you're a subscriber of mine, actually, because like we want healthy, grounded, mentally stable, and if you're getting there, that's cool too. I want that to be my community over here. I want like a bunch of toxic people coming over and like bring that bad energy. But I guess it could happen in time. But I say that to say, perhaps you go on jogs and runs, and maybe my assumption is inaccurate or incorrect, but most people that I know, that I see, and the average person just is overweight. They're out of shape. They're not in good health at all. And probably couldn't even tell you the last time that they exercised, and that's the average person. But something like exercise is another one of those things that shouldn't be, you shouldn't be the outlier if you exercise every day, right? You shouldn't be an outlier if you take cold showers, because that's, I mean, there's no such thing as hot water, right? That's not a natural phenomenon that would occur unless you found a hot spring or some shit like that, right? It would be like in a lake, in a body of water, or a river, a creek, and that's what we consider a cold shower. But a cold shower should just be a regular shower. We should call what we call normal showers hot showers. You know what I'm saying? Am I thinking too far into it? Perhaps you could say that. I mean, I am. All right, yeah, I am. But that's what I do over here. You know, I look at just some basic things in life, and I analyze it. And once you dig deeper into anything, and you see, or even just ponder, you know, about what it is at its core, like what's actually going on behind the scenes to make what's occurring occur. You always find something interesting. So how did I get there? Yeah, cold and hot showers. Cold showers are, yeah, so they should be a natural thing. That's a natural occurrence. And we're so disconnected from our natural state of being that we think that's something that's uncommon. We think that you're an outlier if you do something like that, right? You're an outlier even if you don't use dating apps and you approach everybody that you're actually attracted to in person. Like, that's not what's common, but that's what should be common for us guys. Another outlier is like just not even as far as meditation, but just disconnecting from everything. Like, I got y'all here so I can communicate these what I think are important thoughts with y'all. So there's engagement there, but it's not common to just like turn off the TV, not have any music playing, and, you know, just sit with yourself and think. That should be a regular occurrence, and that's how you get most of your ideas. How I get most of my ideas for videos like this, even though this one, I don't know, this one seems like it's hitting different for some reason. Even with videos like this, right? And when that came to mind, and unless I was just out here, just sitting here thinking, if I would have stayed on the game at home, you know, anything that basic, that minor, could be a distraction. Not can be, it is a distraction from, you know, whatever it is that you ought to be doing. Like, for me, my thing was, I know I ought to have been. I know I should have been recording the video, and so that's brought me out here. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to disconnect intentionally, and I had all the distractions going on. You know what I'm saying? I was playing the game. I was on the game, wasting time, right? And in that boredom, like not knowing what to do, I even pulled up some adult content, you know what I'm saying? despite knowing everything that I know, right? So when I speak to y'all, you know, I'm still working through these things myself, right? So I don't want y'all to everything like I got it all down and figured out. Like, I don't, for sure. So I'm still struggling through things, man, and that's real shit. Um, but I left all those distractions. Is the point, to come out here and do something more productive and getting connected. And like, even all this video wouldn't have happened unless I actually stepped outside. Because if I would have shot it in my office as usual, you know, y'all wouldn't have got all this at all. This train of thought. So it's always beneficial. Like, even if you're doing something productive, you know, inside, like, take it outside. See what it does for you. It might, you know, unless you got allergies or some shit, that could suck. You know, yeah, if there's nothing stopping you, just do your work outside. I don't think it would be of harm to anybody, especially not your mental well-being, because you should be outside, is the point. I'm gonna leave this one here because, you know, this one went on for a bit, but I'm gonna show y'all the sunset. Maybe I'll do that as like the video fades out or some shit. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Hey, y'all, take it easy, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Deuces.